Let's talk about how you take a Top Hat test. On test days, you'll go directly to Top Hat. To get to Top Hat, don't forget, the direct link is listed within your syllabus. Simply scroll down until you get to the section on Top Hat. The website information is listed there. On test days, your test will begin promptly at your class start time. You will see the test in your assigned folder within Top Hat. Look over the details of the test and the do's and the don'ts, and then click on Start Test. Couple of things to remember is that you should be saving your answers to each question, and remember, you will be required to allow access to your webcam. Do not exit the test window until you have handed in your test. One of the requirements for Top Hat test is the Proctorio Chrome extension. The information on how to download this extension is located in your syllabus. It takes less than 1 minute to take care of, and it is one of those things that you can do and should do before the Top Hat test. Look over the Top Hat test instructions before you begin. During the exam, it is important to note that your clipboard will be disabled. Also, you will not be able to begin the test until you disconnect additional screens or monitors. You will not be allowed to open new tabs or windows. You will not be allowed to print the test. You will not be allowed to download or save any external files during the test. In addition, there will be information that is collected during the duration of the test. Once you've looked over the Top Hat test instructions, go ahead and start the exam pre-check. To take a Top Hat test, you must share your screen. To share your screen, you will need to click on the screen in the box. Once you do that, the shared screen will outline in blue, and then you will notice that the share button will also turn blue. Once that happens, click Share. Now you're ready to run the System Diagnostics test. Open up your webcam and click Next. When the diagnostics test is completed, you will see a message that indicates that the initial system checks all passed. The next item that you need to have ready is a photo ID. You can use your JAG card or a driver's license. Hold it up to the webcam so that Proctorio can verify your identification. Next, make sure that your webcam is open and that you are in a well-lit room. Be sure to smile. Proctorio is going to take 5 images. Once those images appear on your screen, you are going to accept the terms of the test and begin the test. I recommend dragging the quiz tools box to a different position to view the test index of questions. A great place for it is probably over on the right side of your screen. Once you move the quiz tools box off to the right, you can now easily see the index of questions for the test. One of the things to note is that as you answer each question, the little dot or kebab off to the right of the question will become shaded in. This is a good way to keep track of the questions that you have actually answered. Don't forget that there is a scroll bar next to the index of questions. You can use the scroll bar to scroll all the way through the questions within the test. Let's take a closer look at that index of questions. One of the things that you notice at this point in the test is that I haven't answered any of the questions. Again, when I look at the kebab is not shaded in, so I haven't answered a question yet. There's another indicator that I haven't done any of the questions yet. If I look up, I can see that 0 out of 35 questions have been answered or saved. So don't forget to click on Save as you answer each question. As you save your answers, you will see that you have completed a question, and the kebab will become shaded in next to each of the questions that you have saved. As you know, during a test, you cannot open any other windows or any other links. So to get hold of me during a test, when you need help, what you will need to do is scroll back up to the test instructions. I have provided a link within those instructions, and that is the only link that will open while you're taking a test. In other words, remember, you just cannot open another link or window. but I have allowed this single link to open, and it will link you up with me so that you can ask a question if you need to during the test. Don't lose track of the timer though as you're asking questions. When you click on that link, it will open up to a discussion page that looks like this. To ask your question, click on Reply. It will be important for you to be specific when you ask a question. Remember, you're hoping for a very quick response from me because the timer is going. So being specific will help me to answer your question rapidly. For me to see your question, you must remember to hit Post. To see my reply, click on Comments. By clicking on Comment, you will see that I have responded to your question. To get back to the test, don't forget, all you have to do is click on the Top Hat Test tab in the upper corner of your screen. If you get logged out of the test, press and release the Shift key, and that will return you back to resume the test again. Before you hand in your test, make sure that all of the kebabs are shaded in, that you see an indicator that you have answered all of the questions on the test, and then please don't forget, one last thing that you need to do is click on Hand In. Let me know if you have any questions about how to take a Top Hat test.